I'm Carl Wickham-Downs. I'm a lecturer here at Mid Kent College in the Business and Professional Department. My inspirational idea is how I manage snow days. Last year, when we had a few days of snow across all of our campuses, we were forced into a situation, albeit reactively, whereby I put together an online tutorial. It was more of a group tutorial where all of my students actually signed on, and having changed the learning objectives from the normal physical attendance class, we actually managed to successfully complete all of the modified learning outcomes. Okay, so in terms of the actual activity, we used the chat room facility, and the students had previously been in receipt of the learning objectives and an outline of the modified session. And we set protocols in terms of communication and chat, and that worked quite well in that students were able to ask questions as I was actually putting across these sort of key points. And the session mainly consisted of students raising queries and sharing examples of best practice. Yeah, the key thing with the outcome was that given how sort of tight the program is in terms of timing, and that the students are part-time, in other words their sessions are normally 3.5 hours per week, it meant that we didn't have the impact of having to transfer those hours to a later session. It provided the students with confidence because they were halfway through preparing for a fairly significant assignment. In actual fact, it's one of the larger assignments in the actual program. So they were able to actually maintain the continuity and focus on the assignment. And it, of course, serves to reduce a lot of the anxiety that students would normally have working through an assignment anyway. And it was significant to note that it was the Monday group, and given that that particular Monday class normally lose 1 or 2 bank holidays in the year, which puts them under enough pressure already, that sort of proved to be quite a positive outcome. Okay, in terms of the impacts of this intervention, again, it came from a reactive situation, and the impact that had in terms of me rethinking my strategy when it comes to sort of snow days is that I now have a full plan to fall back on in terms of modifying my lesson plan, of course modifying the mode of delivery to actually suit the sort of given situation. So with snow days, I'll actually sort of proactively let my students know in terms of what actually sort of happens on a day when we might be snowed off and they aren't able to actually attend. And there's a fully scripted sort of protocol that I have now. And as I mentioned at the sort of beginning, it's now more sort of proactive than reactive. So this whole intervention was discovered by luck rather than by design, but the byproduct or the result of it is now a proactive intervention in the event of snow days.